So I insert the file name that includes the date
And the time.
and the time. So here you see my video. The year is 2024. The month is 05 May. The day of the month is 18, the 18th day. And here's military time. 14 is 4 o'clock.
14 is not 4 o'clock.
14 is
2 o'clock.
16 minus 12 is 4.
Right. But now it's
4 o'clock and 58 minutes.
right.
Why don't you learn already, for God's sake? What did I do to deserve the punishment?
Because you said 1400.
I said the number is 16,000 or 165,857. That represents the military time of now, which was 4:59. Why don't you understand it, for God's sake?
I did, but you missed.
So
you
don't
made a
tram garbage. Some trivial mistakes don't matter.
You said it was 2 o'clock.
Jesus Christ, help me, please.
It's not 2
And now I want to form a file name, so I take the path to log, edit and copy to the clipboard buffer, repeat it.
You edit and copy to the clipboard buffer.
Learn nothing and drives me nuts.
Okay, fine.
And then save it in the log file.
You saved it in the log
I
file.
did not save it. Copy to the clipboard buffer, then file save as.
You said save it in the log file.
I want to save it in the log file. Don't confuse what I want to do to what I've done.
But you just
This
said.
is past tense, and this is another tense. And that didn't work too.
Why?
I don't know, but I don't worry about it. Copy to the clipboard buffer for now. And I want to turn on several other recordings. One problem, I moved everything for the fogging, and now I have such a mess because I tried to clear the cables here. Repeat what I say. Don't play with your phone and pay attention.
I need to get the fogging equipment.
Don't get anything.
Do you know
Just
where-
stay put.
No, I'm not going to stay put. I need to get the fogging.
Bitch. Always hustles me. For no reason. So I want to clear these options. I want to start recording from Webcam Max. Once I started Webcam Max and you consider the recording started, I want to add to that also another recording from UCam, Cyberlink UCam, and start recording with this, and I'm not using another camera. Now I started recording here, and now I want to add a cloud recording to this mix. So I'm going to press the Loom, which is a cloud recorder. Repeat what I said.
You're pressing cloud recorder.
And it doesn't work so quickly. You see how slow it is. In the meantime, I'll try to work that Psar. Change the default from 25 to 999 and click OK and click new recording, and it says that my previous recording would be lost. Do you want to save it? Yes, I want to save it. So I don't know what my previous recording is. That is the problem. So I'll put in the new name. I have to navigate first to Documents,
You have to navigate first to Documents.
and then scroll down to psar.exe, to the psar.exe folder. Say that. I'm looking for the letter P.
You're looking for what?
The letter P for Psar, exe.
PSRE. EXE.
What did I do to this deserve all this punishment. Start.exe, double click it to open it, select the previous file name, and overwrite it with the new information. Paste the new information on top of it. And now I want to change the time and the date and all the information. So today is the 5/18, 2024. 2024. The day of the week is Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Capital S, lowercase a, and the time of the day is 5:05. 5:05 p.m. It is a zip format.
It's a zip format, ZP.
And now I want to grab the path to psar.exe, copy it to the clipboard buffer, and insert it at the first position of the file name field for File Explorer on this Windows 10 PC.
The Windows 10 PC.
Copy to the clipboard buffer, and then save. It says file name is not valid
File name is not valid.
because I included an extra string of characters that is not relevant. So I'm going to delete this extra set of characters.
You want to delete the extra set of
It is
characters.
no longer relevant.
No longer relevant.
And copy it again to the clipboard buffer. Try to save it again, and this time it worked. So I'm going to add it as a comment to the current file name.
You're going to add it as a comment to the current file name and paste it.
And paste it, and okay. And then go to my notes.
In your notepad?
In my notepad.
And
I'm going to
and
paste it at the...
As the first line or what?
No, it's a line following the path to the log path. Control V.
So in the fourth line.
And enter. File save mercy.
And save it.
And now I want to get the camera from Loom and see which camera would work. And it works on this one camera here.
On the lower camera.
But I want to change the camera actually. So I'm going to click on it, open the camera to UVC.
You want to switch the camera to the UVC camera.
Right, because this is more adjustable. So I can shoot my chest and my face and so on.
It's much more flexible.
It is more flexible. Now I want to demonstrate to you how I'm wearing
Now you're going to put on your lanyard.
the lanyard. So this is the lanyard.
This is a lanyard.
It is a neck
It's a neck wallet.
wallet, phone holder. Look, I'm adding the phone, and I'm adding the phone so it, first of all, I have to take out the string.
You have to take out the cord.
So I take out the cord, the neck cord, and insert the phone.
You're inserting
So
the
it
phone.
protrudes both lands, the front and the rear lands of the
Phone.
neck, wallet, phone, and badge holding lanyard are exposed.
And you're going to put it behind your
I'm
collar.
putting behind my collar and wear it on my chest. And now I would like to lower the camera so it can focus strictly on my
your
lanyard. Then I want to extend the legs of the lanyard so I can see what I'm shooting in real time. So I'm going
See
to
what you're filming in real time.
try to open the knot on my shirt here. I have this Hawaiian shirt
You have a Hawaiian shirt.
with a knot because I would like to connect the phone,
The carabiners, you want to
the
put the arm,
carabiners to my back.
you want to stretch them with
So I have 2 sets of carabiners for every leg
retractable.
of this 3-wire, 2-legged
Rewired, two-legged
lanyard
lanyard
supported by an easel.
supported by easel, and you want to put
Now I
it
connected the upper legs with carabiners to my back, 2 pairs of retractable carabiners.
Don't you want to put it under your armpits?
Not yet. This is the lower leg, so it is below the pectoral muscles.
Okay.
And here comes the next one. I'm going to put it in front of the camera so you all can see what I'm talking about. Repeat it.
You have your retractable carabiners, and then you're going to take that and you're going to place it around your back,
Right.
underneath your armpits.
Now before I tried, I calibrated the cameras and I'm clicking start recording.
So it's strict.
So the timer will come up, as you can see, and it will start recording. I just want to show to the cameras what are the carabiners. I have the red one in my left hand and the black one in my right hand, and they lock behind my back
They lock behind your back.
with spring-loaded lock mechanisms,
With
so
a
that
spring load.
when I push them against each other,
They
they
click
click and lock behind my back, and to release them I have to press one of them and release it. So I'm reaching behind my back and blindly trying to hook them up behind my back.
I thought it's supposed to be underneath
Don't
your
worry
armpits.
about what you think is incorrect. Now I extend it forward and I spread the legs
You're
open.
Spreading the legs open. So you
One
can
set of the upper legs
the upper leg.
above the pectoral muscle, pretty much on the armpit,
Underneath your armpits.
underneath my armpit, so it stays right in front of my face, and the other one below my pectoral muscles.
Right.
You can cross them in the back or wear them in parallel, it doesn't matter. What is important, however, is to tighten up the wing nut and the wing bolt
You have a wing
on the
nut.
hinges.
You have a wing nut and the
That ensures
on
that the
lanyard.
legs stay constant and don't move on their own.
Okay. That it stays stable and fixed.
And that this shows you all the various recording that I'm doing right now on the computer. One is MSN Recorder Max. Say that.
MSN Recorder Max is one recording.
MSN
I said
Recorder Max
MSN
is one
Recorder
which I'm
Max.
moving now to be sure that you understand. The second one is I'm moving it now, and this is CyberLink
Cyberlink.
UCam,
You can.
using the built-in camera on this Dell machine.
Using the built-in camera. on
The
Dell
third
machine.
one is Webcam Max,
Webcam Max is another recorder.
which is using the 360 camera right above my head.
It's a 360 camera above
So
your
in the
head.
background we can see you. Wave your hand a little so the audience can see you. And finally, Loom, and I'm moving the Loom image. So far 4 different recordings.
We have 4 different recordings.
And the 5th recording
And the 5th
is
recording,
MSN recorder, PSAR, problem step recorder, that I'm going to renew now.
that's
So I'm
within-
pressing the stop record, tram tam tam, no garbage.
I thought you didn't know.
I'm pressing the stop, and I'm pressing the save,
Save
and I would like to save it
with a new time.
as a version A. So I click the previous file name,
Previous phone number.
increment, insert A
Insert A.
after the year, so it reads 2024 sub A,
2024
and then put in a dash,
dash
and the current time 5:13, 5:13 p.m.
p.m.
Now I would like to add to that, prefix it by the psar.exe path,
Prefix it by the path.
by the psar.exe path. Say
by
that.
The, by the
Okay.
PSR.exe path.
copy to the clipboard buffer,
copy it to the clipboard buffer,
and then insert it at the first position of the file name field.
and then put your cursor in the first position of the file name.
Place the cursor there, right mouse click to pop the menu up, and then select paste to paste it,
Select paste to paste it, and then put a backslash.
followed by a separator of a backslash that separates the path from the file name.
This slash separates from the file name.
So now I
and the
copy to the clipboard buffer.
You copied it.
Again, just in case it wasn't good, then focus on the last line and copy it to the clipboard buffer, and then click Save to save it.
And save it.
And now that I saved it,
Now that you save
I want to click on the Review the additional details,
you review
and then scroll up
and scroll up. And
to
how
see that it was 33 steps so far.
you had 33 steps in the PSR.
In addition to 5 internal recording,
5 internal.
I'm also recording from this iView video camera recorder.
You're recording from the iPhone.
So far it is 6 different simultaneous recorders.
Simultaneous, and that's from externally, not internally.
No, 5 are internal and the iView is external.
5 is internal. The view is external.
And now I'm adding another external one from my phone,
Now you're adding another
which
one.
is 100% charged.
It's 100% charged.
So I select it, I turn it on, and I'm going to swap this new phone that is fully charged
You're going to swap the new
from the current phone that is right now inside my lanyard.
So you're going to put in the new
So I'm
phone.
pressing the button to turn it on, and then you can see the logo Samsung Galaxy, secured by Knox, powered by Android.
Powered by Android.
Okay, now wait for it to boot. In the meantime, I'm taking the current phone out and inserting the new phone in as I monitor the booting process of this new phone that I just inserted. And then I'm going to swipe it, and select camera,
You're selecting camera to record externally.
and then select the video option. Aim at the target, which is right now my screen, so I'll move back a little bit so it is more distance and I can record the entire scene in a landscape mode to start it. And now that it started recording with the flash on because it's too dark, I insert it back into my lanyard.
Right. And your face now is with the flash on the left-hand corner of the screen. You see
Right. So now I want to add to this. Maybe I'll turn the flash off because it blinds it. I'm going to turn another light on from above and turn this flash off because it distracts the camera. It overloads the camera with light.
It blinds it.
And now I want to move the camera again to my face.
You want to move it up.
Up to demonstrate to you how I'm going to wear the head-mounted tablet from RealWear and to try it.
You're going to take the head-mounted
So here is the head-mounted tablet from RealWear, and it is connected currently to several connections, which I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to disconnect the battery bank here.
Disconnect the battery bank.
And now I want to disconnect the power from the wall power.
Disconnect it from the wall power.
And see if I can connect this device to one of the external power banks.
So
There is a black one and a blue one,
connect it to
and
the
I'll
blue
start with the blue one and pray and hope that it will work. So I connect it and notice that it has 4 lights lit, which means the power bank is fully charged. And now I'm looking at the light and I see that it is blinking blue and pink, which means that it is about almost full charge, but not quite. So now I'm ready to mount it on my head, but before I do that, I want to put up another cap to protect my head.
To protect your head and use the rim to hold up.
And use the rim to support the back of this device, which is quite heavy. Also, I don't need it to be so extended. I want to be a little tighter.
So I'm going to loose the cord.
Start another clip on my phone. You see that the phone turned off on its own. And this is why it is important to watch it in real time, and when it turns out on its own, or turns off on its own, to stop it. Now it is nice and tight. So now I'm ready to try to wear it where it's not dangling too large. So I put it on my head, and then I will start talking to it.
You're going to start talking to it.
But in order to start, I'm going to click 3 times on the activation button to get to listening mode. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
And it says using rear microphone.
It said using rear microphone.
So now I can start talking to it and telling it, my camera, navigate home. So now it navigated home. And I'm going to tell it, my camera.
My camera.
And it started my camera. I'm going to aim the lens in the front to the screen and tell it to start recording.
Start recording.
Sometimes I have to pause for a while. So I'm going to tell it again. Start recording.
Record now.
Start recording. Record video.
So you have to give it the right words.
You have to give it the right words. It is not intelligent enough. And if the person is getting confused, as I do, now you see that it turned on the flash. So I can tell it to turn the flash off. Notice, my hands are off to demonstrate free voice activation, hands-free voice activation. Flash off. And he turned off the flash. So this is ideal, for example, for music. We are going to go to the music technology conference and demonstrate it for musicians. Repeat it.
It's hands-free. It's great for musicians.
So if I'm a pianist or organ player and I want to record the lesson while I'm playing, then this will be ideal to be hands-free.
It's hands-free.
So I have 3 hands-free devices. Number 1 is the head-mounted tablet from RealWear.
Yeah.
The second one is the iView video camera glasses recorder. And finally, the lanyard and recording or streaming for my phone. All of them can stream live to YouTube Live, for example. So I can have remote students as I'm teaching them to play the piano or the organ on Zoom, interacting with me in real time.
So you don't need to have, you can be hands-free in all your recordings.
And now I'm ready. Now our task today is twofold. One, we are going to put in, give me this can, a fogger to fog this place for termites. As I showed you already earlier, there are some termites floating around. So I want to fog the place. I want to prepare a lunch bag for the street festival, the music festival.
So we should do first the food.
So tram tam tam minat. So first we are going to go here to pack up the food.
Packing the food.
So packing the food, and I put ice water in a plastic bag, so if it starts spilling, it will not, the water will remain spilled inside the bag. And I wrap it up several times.
Put it on the yogurt so we can keep that cold too.
I want to take grapes, and I want to take also some fish. So I'm taking 1 fish and 1 box of grapes from the fridge. And this will be plenty for dinner. For dinner at the music festival, even maybe even too much. So we may have to rearrange it a little bit to find what's cooking in here and try to change the organization in another way with the biggest and the softest squeezable packages first. And then it may be better just to take some of the strawberries out of the box and just combine them with the grapes. That way I can save some boxes and pack it up a little more efficiently. So I'm going to take some strawberries and put a few more strawberries into this box, into this carton, as much as I can fit without busting the strawberries, and some of it that is just empty vines. You can throw to the trash. That should be enough to keep it pretty tight, pretty full. Then I can leave the rest of them here. Put it back in the fridge. So one other thing that I want to do is to see if I can take another ice. Something completely frozen.
Let's have water.
Like this, you have already taken one water.
That's two. I like 2 waters.
You can only pack so much.
I know 2 waters are better than
This water, I'm not even sure. I think that this is water here. This may be too heavy. Anyways, you want to put the fish on the bottom, the water on the bottom too, this way. I'm not sure that it may even fit, but we'll give it a shot.
That may be too tall. You may want to put the grapes first, and then put the water on top. On the side.
Put the water on the side of this. Always try to put it upside up. So it spills a little. It wouldn't spill this much. And to put the frozen ice is also good, because even if it is not fully tight, which I'm tightening it up now to make sure that it is tight enough, then there is a little space here for some small yogurts, which I'm going to squeeze on the side here. 1 and 2. And then some strawberries, cherries on top. And then we can put some cheeses. Also, it may be too tall. Right now, you want it to be always tight, because that way it doesn't bounce around too much. Thank you. Nice and tight. This should be enough. You have a banana there?
I put 1 in.
So we have a banana in already, so that should be plenty for one dinner. And this will go back to the fridge.
Yeah, put
For
my
another
first.
day. You want to put it in your purse? Put it in your purse. Okay. So now we're ready with this.
And we should put our bags in the car first.
Yes, prepare the bags. Now I want to take batteries for the 360 camera. Come here.
Okay.
So these are batteries for the 360. Several packs of batteries.
Several packs of batteries.
And I have a pocket in the 360 where I can drop all of these batteries in the 360 camera and test it also, make sure it works. Okay? Repeat it out loud and clear.
If you want it, don't you want it the long, where are you putting it?
So I'm taking it and I'm inserting the cable into it.
Cable, you're inserting a cable into the battery.
Into the battery, and I check the lights.
You check the light, is it working?
Press the button, all 4 lights are lit,
So it's fully charged.
which means that it is marked as fully charged. Insert it into this pocket here.
You want to insert it to the pocket. You want me to hold the food back?
Just
Put it
in
down.
here. And then put a couple of spare batteries also in the bag.
Spare battery.
Just in case it doesn't work, I have a couple of spare batteries.
Spare battery.
Spare battery packs. One in the front pocket and another one dangling from the side. Now, take the other side of the cable,
Take the other side of the cable.
connect it to the camera,
Connect it to the camera.
try to verify that it works.
Try to verify
And
that
if
the
it
camera.
doesn't, I'll deal with it later. If it does, then I will shut it down,
Shut it down. Turn it off.
turn it off. See the blue light means
I
that
think it's a live one.
it's a live wire. Exactly. Thank you. Jesus, she helps me too.
Live. But you have to make sure that it's the right one in the right
What
direction.
What the reward is it? Understand something that the eyes see. No move, move. Give me a move, sir. Move. And these are quite problematic because it is one-sided plug, and I don't see well. It's too dark and it
I'll turn on the light.
won't go. Don't just stay where you are. Don't turn on anything. Go back. Turn on the flashlight in your phone and stay where you are. Don't create any hassles and problems, please. Jesus Christ. Okay, now I want to see if it works and I can turn it on. So I press the power button, say that,
Press the power button.
and release and hope that it will turn on,
It does.
which it does.
Now
But that is not enough.
you want to
I
press
have
it
to
5
make
times.
sure I press it 5 times for the right move.
Press it 5
Once,
Twice.
twice,
Twice.
until the lights turn green.
Till the light turns green.
Number 3, number 4, repeat it.
Number 5.
Number 5, now it should turn green, which it
Does.
does.
Now press the red
Now
button.
to verify that it works,
Press the red button.
press the record button and pray.
With the red dot.
And it should start blinking red, which means that it works perfectly well. So at this point we are ready to rumble.
No, we're not ready to rumble. We have to put it back in the bag.
So I'm going to shut it down,
It's not ready.
stop the recording that is,
Stop the recorder.
power it down,
Power it down.
mount the cap.
Press the number cap. We're not ready to go.
It said ready to
Ready to
rumble
rumble.
does not go anywhere. Ready to continue.
Ready to continue.
And now I mount and to take the head, extend the bag,
You have to make sure that the camera's all the way in the bottom of the blue bag.
extend the blue bag,
And tighten it. To the top.
and here's my battery, came out of the pocket, so I'll just throw it in
On the bottom.
the bottom and tidy it up so it doesn't go anywhere on its own. Seal it with the kiss. And now open the bag.
Newspaper in there?
Yes. I need the newspaper and I'll read the newspaper a little. And now I'm ready to go. I got my food bag. And I got my blue bag. And I'm ready to go.
Now you're ready to go to the car.
I'm ready to go to the car. I wanted to make sure that I have a penny pack in there in case I want to wear a penny pack.
Yeah.
I have a penny pack in this bag also.
I have a penny.
good. I am the same center too. Okay, so now we are ready to go to the car and we'll come back to conclude everything. So let's go to the car to put it all in the car. Flash on! Flash on! Put both straps on your shoulders so stuff doesn't pull down when you walk around and like that.
You want to vacuum first on the other side?
Let's go to the other side and we'll back.
Okay. Do you want to go on the Boydum too?
Yeah, just leave it here for now. We're
But
coming back for it.
Why? Don't you want to do it first on
No,
that side?
first back.
And then why do you have to come back there? If you're going to be there, you're going to start there.
Okay, fine.
You're
We're
gonna
not
stop.
going to start. I have to stop the recordings on the
Okay,
machine.
so why don't you stop now? The recording.
Record video.
You have a bag that you can go around with and put the, you want to put these in.
Flash off. So I'm ready to start a new recording on Pissar and add the comment with the previous file name. Paste the file name and enter. And okay. We just put everything in the car, so we don't have to worry about that. Go to my notepad and paste the file name in the notepad. And file save. Now I started the loom, but for some reason I don't see the timer on the loom disappeared for some reason.
Want me to help you
So I'm going to stop the loom first by just clicking on it again.
there? Click, turn off your.
So I turn the loom again. Please do not talk trash, please, I beg you. You don't hurt. So I want to turn this loom on or off.
It's off.
It's off, but this
It's on.
didn't turn off for some reason, so I don't know.
You see those three dots?
So I'm
Exit.
going to just exit from
Right,
that,
right. X on this.
X from Loom.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to stop the recording on webcam max first. And we can test it by double clicking it. And you hear that it is good,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
put
close
X.
it.
Close that.
Then I'm going to close it. You want to exit, okay, yes. And now another
Close the
recording that is still going on
This is the capture.
is the UCam.
You can close that.
So I'm going to stop it,
Stop it.
then test it, double click it,
It's
and
worked.
that is working
So X
perfectly
out.
well.
X out.
So stop and X out of it. Finally MSN Recorder Max.